Yes.
Welcome everybody.
Welcome to
Welcome
another
everybody.
episode of the
A
Lots of Lobang.
safe distanced episode for lots of Lobang.
Yeah, today's a safe distancing episode. We
Yes.
are safely in each other's homes.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
in our own homes, not each
In
other's homes.
we're still in Josiah's house, just in different rooms. Or no,
Yeah.
we could say we're still in my house, but we're in different rooms. It doesn't matter. No one can tell.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we struck the lottery. What the Chinese New Year,
Hey,
16 mil, right?
I thought we
Now,
said we wouldn't reveal it.
yeah. But now we are renting the island in Jeffrey Epstein's
Yeah,
island.
yeah,
Hey,
We're
but
at
renting
least
one
be a
villa.
little bit accurate lah.
why?
It was split into 8 shares lah. You can't rent any island.
But what if we
Yeah.
were
We were
owners
holding
of
all 8 shares. We were holding all 8 shares. All
only
eight.
for it?
Yeah.
If that were to happen, right, this podcast would cease to exist. It'll just be changed into a channel.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
It'll be probably us going around buying luxurious cars.
Yeah.
No, buying land on Jeffrey Epstein's island.
Yes, and then
But
driving
partying
our
with
cars
legal
there.
women. But partying with legal women.
Legal
That's very
age
important.
women, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
God, that kind of
At
money
least
we get,
18. At
And
least
And the
18.
destruction of the temple on the island will be on pay-per-view.
I mean, we'll film everything there, get everything done within a month, or probably spend about half the fortune there. Then try out mostly all types of cars that you can think of, Teslas, Lamborghinis, carry out all those kind of nonsensical, those YouTube things like which car can go faster, which car sinks faster, like that kind of nonsense. Like we see which one sinks the fastest in water,
Or which car burns the fastest?
burns the fastest.
Sinks the fastest.
Sinks the fastest. You mean because I was suspecting that the accident that happened on the cargo ship that we're about to cover was a
Yeah.
YouTube prank. YouTube prank
Right.
is like, yo guys, we're on this cargo ship. It's filled with 1,000 over luxurious car. Now let's see which one sinks first, or which one catches fires first. It's like, the leather interior of this one, no, not so much. And what about this? Okay, what was that car you're saying? What's the brand again?
Cherry QQ.
Cherry QQ. Let's
Yeah.
see this Cherry QQ. The match hasn't even got near. The thing already caught fire in the boom.
Yeah.
Light. But I'm not sure. When we covered this container vessel, was it off our shores?
No, it's off the coast of Portuguese island territory.
Rhode Island.
From
Raseeha.
Terceira Island in the Azores.
You find out that Epstein's Island is just right next to it.
No, that is in the Caribbean lah.
That's
the
Caribbean,
Caribbean.
yeah.
So no one died, right?
No,
We don't
no one
know.
died.
I have to get that one out of the way because we are going to make fun of this.
So
Okay,
they're saying
no
they're
death,
saying that like the cars are like burning.
burning.
Yeah, but no one has been hurt lah. The crew and rescuers are all safe.
No one's been hurt. Could this be like an insurance ploy?
Could be.
Or you find out that all the cars they're all second hand.
Yeah.
Second hand Porsches.
The Volkswagen Group estimated nearly 4,000 vehicles were on board, including 189 Bentleys.
Oh,
Damn.
oh,
Wow.
painful.
And
And
now
keep in mind,
the
Bentleys are custom made.
Custom made. So there'll be
Yeah.
like maybe there'll be like 100 rich people not getting their cars lah.
probably.
Probably
Yeah.
lah.
Or maybe like 5 guys lah.
Maybe 5 guys.
Yeah.
Custom.
What is this?
Where is
The
that from?
moment the moment I mentioned insurance fraud, someone's
Phone
getting
starts
called.
ringing. Yeah.
Someone's getting calls already.
Yeah.
Like
Where is that from?
I think it's not
From
me.
my home.
My house has no phones, so
Alright.
no one can call for help.
I'm eating a wet vagina right now.
No, but it was interesting to read that no one got hurt. I'm not saying I wish there was. I said for a fire that for the picture I looked at it, the whole thing was on fire. But there's a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
Did it sink into the water?
Not yet.
Not
They're
yet.
trying to prevent.
They're trying to prevent. So they're still.
They're trying to prevent.
So they're
To
still
save
trying
the
to.
cars.
They're still trying to put it out lah.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's like damage control right now. Damn, no one's hurt in the fire. So they don't know how it started, and they're trying to put the fire out.
Yeah. They're trying.
They don't know how it started, and they're trying to put the fire out.
And apparently the ship is just like drifting in the ocean because the crew has been rescued.
Ah,
So yeah.
really?
Apparently, lah.
This could be a movie if it was like a heist. You know, the fire is just a smoke screen, a little smoke screen. Then
Yeah.
like see tiny small boats come. It's not too far away from Somalia, never mind. So like ships come in there and draw away all the cars. Then you realize the cars then end up on the market somewhere else.
And
Not
then
bad, huh?
the review is that some mechanic was like smoking below deck, and then he just like threw his lit cigarette in the waste paper basket or something.
Maybe
And it
on
caught fire.
purpose. Maybe on purpose. Maybe on purpose. Because you understand when there's no like life loss, I kind of, because it could be orchestrated that way. You don't want people
Yeah.
to die. People die and then like, more investigations. Like if nobody is like, you're letting the ship now drift off nowhere. Like
Yeah.
just drift in the middle of the ocean and it's on fire.
Or maybe he's a
But-
disgruntled employee. He's like, fuck you, I never make enough money to even own one of these cars. Fuck all the rich people who want to buy this supercars. Then he
Or
starts
maybe
buying.
it's someone's suffering from dissociation and it was too cold. So he wanted to warm up the ship.
Yeah.
You know?
What's the
I've
best
heard-
way? You have gasoline in the cars, right? Like
Yeah.
just siphon some gasoline off and then start the fire.
Or you just set one of the heaters up to too high and then just let it go. You can ask, they should be interviewing each one of the crew members now. See which one of them has reasoning
Yeah.
that way.
They
I
should
was
all put them on a panel,
Mm.
investigative panel,
correct.
and then ask them why were you doing this?
Why
Why
were
have
you?
you done what? Why have you
Why have
done
you
what
done
you've
what
done?
you? One of them will come out and say
Yeah.
like, I was told to.
Yeah.
All the cars were all
Exactly.
from the VW group, right?
We,
Porsches,
we-
Bentleys.
Yeah, VW group. Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: should the captain sing with the ship?
correct,
If it's some mechanic who like caused this fault or made a mistake, should the captain go down the ship?
right.
He should
Especially
jump into
if
the fire.
afterwards. Okay, what happened if afterwards, like now they're
Yeah.
all on the ship, and
Yeah.
then one of the mechanic comes up and tells the captain, I was the one that threw the match.
Yeah.
And then you find out that the mechanic says, then VW group come and interview, and then the mechanic come and say, but my captain said to take it to the grave.
Yeah. My captain said, "Don't worry about it. Let the fire burn."
And then when they question the captain, I told him not to. I did not say anything of the sort to him.
Yeah.
When he came and told me, I said, wait till we get on shore,
Then
and
let's
then you
settle
tell
it.
them.
Yeah.
And then you tell me, say that. Oh, and then they all say like, Captain, why do you tell them to wait till we get on shore? You should have told us down there and then. Say, what?
Yeah.
No. Hold on. It doesn't matter. It was not me that threw the match there. It was this guy. This
Yes.
guy he's like going through some mental shit. And I just
Yeah.
said like, let's wait till we go back on shore,
Yeah.
where everyone's down. Because what if this guy goes crazy and sinks all of us in this boat as well?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like that's the case. But then this one's adamant is like, no. He's got two other mechanical friends that came up and say like, yeah, no, this guy has the best character I've ever known. And he's only set fire to some things before once or twice. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know, but he's never set fire.
Distant past. Distant past. Let's not talk about
He
it.
never set fire
distant past.
before. I've never even seen him light the stove once. Never. Never.
Yeah.
He never even volunteered to cook. It has to be the captain. And then
Yep.
VW Group, for some reason, they already have some kind of like agenda against the captain. I think they want him to quit. They never liked him before because he was always fighting for fair wages for his ship crews. And VW is like, this is enough, okay? You're cutting too much of our profit by fighting for what? What's this thing called? What? Fair wages?
Yeah.
But we can't get rid of you because you're quite good and you're not like going against the law. Oh, but this is an opportunity. This captain, I think, is conspiring. Then after investigation found out, shit, he's actually not conspiring. But as a captain, he should have interviewed all his crew members properly. He should have known that this guy was like somehow unstable. He didn't do his job well. He's not setting an example to all the other captains out there.
Yeah.
I wish I could say we are making this up, but sadly,
It's
it's a mirror event of what's happening in
Yeah. It's an
Parliament
analogy
right now.
of WP and Raseeha Khan.
Yes, and I will laugh. I will be shocked if what's happening on that boat actually factually reflected what I just said. Because then I will set myself up for some kind of psychic or I don't know. I had enough. I just quit life and become a true blue detective.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
actually it's almost exactly as I described. I think, like in my opinion, is what's happening in Parliament right now.
Don't you have a crystal ball, Sean? Are you sitting on a crystal
I
ball?
think so. I think so. I can't believe actually the best thing about our podcast is that we don't rehearse any of this. So everything that happens now
It's live.
either works or it doesn't. And I
Yeah.
think that works somewhat too.
99% of the time it works, lah. Because we're
99.
geniuses. In the words of Kanye West, I'm a genius. There's no other way to put it.
That guy is also in some hot water. I think I just saw some text message coming from him to Kim. I think he threatened Pete Davidson or something. Not sure.
Oh,
Make
really?
threats. I'm not sure. Whatever.
Damn.
lah. No one
Yeah, I
knows.
saw
I'm
I
not
saw
surprised,
something. I saw something like apparently he was seeing someone else and he broke up with the girl just before Valentine's Day,
Hmm.
and he gifted Kim K some pickup with loaded the pickup bed was loaded with roses.
Oh, but those
Yeah.
roses still had the thorns on them, each laced with arsenic.
Why is he going back to Kim K? Though? Her family is toxic. No? He
It
had a
is,
way out already. He's out of it, and then he
but
wants to
he
go
is
back.
also toxic, lah.
Well,
True lah.
I
But
think
But he
think they're
wasn't that
trapped.
toxic before he met Kim K.
No, but
Yeah, lah.
he's already unstable. Have you
Yeah.
seen him at was it Super Bowl?
Oh, he wear the mask, right? The black mask.
He's done it before.
Yeah.
He's done it before. Apparently, he has a place beneath the stadium or something. I'm not sure.
What?
No, I'm not sure. He's like he lives there, or I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
can you imagine being his kid? Dad, why are you wearing a mask? Are we going to
And what
rob
did he
something?
name his kids? What
North.
Northwest?
Yeah, Northwest.
Northwest.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the temptation of it as a Chinese people, right? When your surname is like Lim, you just thinking like
Lim Wei Ming, lah.
yeah, Lim Wei
Lim
Ming.
Wei Ming, yeah.
But there's a part of you that's definitely going to be tempted because my cousin told me this before. It's like if my surname's Lim, he's so tempted to like name the Chinese name Pei
Lim Pei.
or Bu. Just something like that. It's like
Right.
and if your surname is Chow, wow. Can you just imagine? It's like you have
Chao Chi.
control over you have your control over your children's future. And
Yeah,
you just
that's
have to name him. You don't even have to say the CB word. You just have to have the initial CB. And his entire life from that point onward, right? Almost
It's
has
ruined.
one
It's
trajectory. Yes, if he's a guy, NS is going to be a blast for him.
Yeah. He might be a active shooter, lah. Yes.
He might be.
Yeah. He might be
Because,
Singapore's first active shooter.
You can anyway, it's like the surname is gonna be Chow and then it's gonna be CB right there. And then people are like, wow, hey. And if he's a good guy, like wow, fit and everything, he becomes an officer, wow.
Hopefully the guy never touches a gun. 18
Yeah.
years of being abused by his friends, and then he goes into the army and given life rounds. Like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Recruit Chow, CB, come here
What do you
now.
call me?
Yeah, call me
Recruit
that.
CCB.
But it's your
Full
name.
metal jacket.
It's your name. Your parents even decided to give you your English name as Charlie. Cannot lah. Everything all the way. Then no
That is
excuse.
triple CB.
Triple C. Then if he's Christian or Catholic, what? Charlie Christopher Chow.
Charlie Christopher Christ.
Hey, three-lettered abbreviation that has been taking Singapore by storm is COP.
COP. Yes.
Just
Why?
like CCB.
Just like CCB. The COP is done. They've given their findings to the they've
Parliament.
come up with their findings. They've given it to Parliament, but they've also given it to the prosecutor general. Is it the general attorney or something, or prosecutors?
Attorney General's Chamber.
Attorney general, but
AGC.
gave them the findings in order for them to decide whether they want to pursue legal action against Pritam Singh and the
And
other
Faisal Mana.
Faisal. Not Sylvia, right?
Not Sylvia, not James.
Because they've claimed that Sylvia's the thing she submitted, the thing she said there is incriminating enough to Britain or what. And then during Parliament, the recent Parliament one, we had PM Lee actually address the WP in almost similar method to how the VW group might have addressed the captain by telling him something along the lines of past election, I offered you to be the leader of the opposition. And then as the leader of opposition, we expect you to like uphold a certain level, and that's reflected in the people that are working under you along that line. I'm not quoting word for word. It's just along that line. It's like he's probably saying like what they do under you reflects upon you, and you should be ashamed or like at least in this case held responsible.
Mm.
By saying that in a sense, right, I think they've also admitted that they don't actually have anything on him. And everything he said was like uh on the grounds now. That was her action to take. I had no control of it. And everything she said after is still a lie. That's that's probably what Pritam was saying to the COP also.
Mm.
And then later on, when he was addressing them back in the parliament, he said he summarized it very well. I sent you all the TikTok about it. He basically said it almost seemed as if the agenda of the COP was not to find out the truth of her lies, but to present or to attain a different like they had basically they had an ulterior motive lah, a different agenda, and they were pursuing
A
yes, and
predetermined
they were
end lah.
pursuing
Yeah.
that agenda the whole way. It wasn't a neutral ground. It
Yeah.
looked as if they were trying to pin the lie on WP's leadership.
Yes.
Now it didn't help that I'm not sure on Mr. Singh's account, but I think the Faisal
Faisal, right? Yeah.
when he refused to answer, I'm glad I didn't listen to the part. I'm not sure if he was I'm not sure if the way they phrased it because they said his refusal to answer it was like
Admission of guilt lah.
admission,
and
not
stuff.
admission of guilt, more like was
That is how
was
that is how a lawyer would try and frame a scenario.
Mm.
So they presented Faisal Manap a hypothetical situation, right? And they loaded that situation to make. So they said that assume that you knew about it,
Mm.
and then assume that you all said to her that it was okay to take it to the grave or all these kind of things. Would that be wrong? So
and
he
then what
said,
you refused to
I
answer.
yeah, he said, I refuse to even go down that line because we didn't say that.
Mm.
Then why would I assume all these things? So if you want to ask me matter of facts, I will give you matter of facts. But I don't want to go down that line of questioning because you are asking me to assume things that did not happen. Right? So you're just trying to get him on record agreeing to something which did not happen.
Which even though it's based on an assumption that could be taken out of context lah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because he doesn't want to go on record to
record
say
saying agreeing
that
to
we've done
anything that
any of those things because
yes.
they are adamant about keeping the point where we did not tell her to say that kind of in
Correct.
under no circumstances did we even imply that she should
Take it to a grave.
take it to a grave as
Yes.
she were to say those things lah. We like I think that's what he wanted to say, but the way it was put through is like because as in a committee you I think maybe you are obliged to answer no matter what.
No,
And then
you're not.
they took
You're not.
no, yeah, they took this thing that his refusal to answer is somehow what, but
Yeah.
that goes to show lah. That's why when Mr. Pritam Singh came out and said it looks as if that the COP was set up to not 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 to look for the truth in this matter, but to to
To find blame lah. It
to
was a fault
no
finding
find
lah.
it and to
Yeah.
carry out an agenda.
Right.
And
right.
it was not even finding blame from the actual liar.
Yes,
They were trying to
pin it on.
ascribe her lie right onto someone else.
They're trying to make it seem as okay. Basically, in their views, they're trying to unravel conspiracy or no, unravel a cover up.
Yes.
Yeah.
In their views,
Yeah.
they're saying that it's a cover up. Like what she said, right, is damning to the WP because she's in their group. She stands from no like she doesn't stand to gain from from their view lah, doesn't stand to gain anything from implicating Mr. Pritam Singh. Like, you know, just there's loyalty and all that. It's like, why would you throw them? From their view is that why would she throw them under the bus unless they did it? So
Yep.
they approached it on that view lah. That means basically they went on they're guilty until proven innocent. They went with that, not innocent, not the other way around. They went inside. It's like she said you all told her to bring in the grave, and we believe her. That was basically how it seemed, because it looks like
Yes.
yeah, we believe her because she's the one that said it to you, and you all stand more to gain from her. And from that point of view, lah, you know, and in this point of view, like because her lies don't benefit her in any foreseeable way, but it seems to damn you. So they were going to pursue this one. And then all their questions were lined up to that way to try and break them down to have them reveal stuff. So now you're using things as I'm not sure what they have against Mr. Pritam Singh. I'm not sure what they used to like.
So is there a second investigation into Pritam Singh?
No, after
No,
there's
not
no
yet.
longer COP. In fact, the COP before this incident, right? Have you ever heard of COP before?
Yes.
I've never heard of a case where it's been brought up before.
Yeah, but it exists lah.
It exists,
But
but I never
they-
seen it.
they
I
just
never seen
didn't-
it. There was a
Because
Charlie.
the people who were caught lying
Hmm.
were PAP people.
No,
Right.
there's one because I read somewhere that you know there was something involving a PAP MP, right? Some amount of money was lost or something. I can't remember. Was there a case? Was there any this amount or whatever lah? But basically, there's not been. Has there been a C? Okay, let me rephrase. Has there been a COP aside from this one in recent years?
No.
Yeah, I think this the
This might be the only one.
in recent years lah.
Yeah. lah.
But the thing is that there has been incidents, right, on ministerial misbehavior,
Yes.
Yeah.
correct?
The
But not on
Michael
the,
Palmer, right? The guy.
Michael
who-
Palmer was
but
Speaker of
okay,
Parliament.
not just on the opposition side. Has there been a ministerial
No.
misbehavior?
And the Speaker of Parliament had an affair, and
That-
he was removed.
That's had an affair. Okay, so not an affair, like something that affects. Not just personally affects, not like the affair affects him personally, like something to have a big impact on like parliamentary or like
Vivian Balakrishnan lah.
but there was no okay, so if we use that one, right, there was no committee of privileges held up. What was the reason
Yes.
given for that? See, we don't know.
Because he came out and in Parliament itself he said he came up with a cockamamie story and said that he had sleepless nights. He didn't know how to face the Parliament and the citizens of Singapore when he actually had to reveal that Trace Together is actually being used by the police as well.
Yeah, so in those
And
cases,
so
right?
you can use many different terms
Yeah.
lah. You can say that he misinformed Parliament. He was not aware of all the facts. You can tell all of that lah.
Yeah, but in that
semantics,
case,
right? I can
what
also
was
use
the
semantics and say that he lied in Parliament.
Mm.
That he
So-
knew
so
and
that's
he
the
did
case lah.
not come clean, or they were trying to hide it from the public. And then when people themselves found out by reading the terms and conditions, then they came clean. So
Ah,
you know, if you want to spin it, you can really spin it into different things.
I mean lingo again lah. Want to do
Yeah.
can do just don't get caught lah.
Yeah.
Right? So at that point, right, then you are like, okay, then you are supposed to convene a committee of privileges to actually find out what actually happened. What
Yeah.
was the chain of events? When did he make the speech, or when did they propose the white paper in Parliament? When did they make amendments? When did he know that the police had access to Trace Together, the data? He said that it's only going to be used for Sing Health and contact tracing. So all these things, right, would come up in a COP hearing.
We'll have to. lah.
And
But it
then
was
we will
never
question
called
again lah,
because
would the
because
COP committee, will the committee be
impartial.
filled with more WP members than PAP members? Would they allow that?
Probably
Or
not.
would it just
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
reflect the current what do you call that status of the parliament? So would it be majority PAP members? Right? All these questions you need to ask that, because there are conflicts of interest, right? Right?
I mean, it's the same thing here. So a committee of privilege is just a hearing, right? It's not really an official, like it's not court or anything, right?
It's
just
a fact-finding committee lah.
I see it's an investigation, investigative
Yeah,
committee.
somehow investigation.
Yeah.
But the question was brought up is like it's never been used on the incumbents or the people. It's been used in this case, which when you look at it again, when you see it, if it's a fact finding, it seems that they're looking only for specific facts.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's going, but in Parliament is as well, you can see that I think the PAP tries to veer away from that also. They're just using it as
I wouldn't even say specific facts, Sean. I would say that they were trying to build up a narrative.
Maybe.
They were trying to twist whatever things that happened, right? They were trying to fit it into whatever narrative that they were
Yeah, because
established.
the way you look at it, right? Either way it goes, the WP has been is basically the burning ship. Yeah, and the one that set fire to it is Raseeha. She could be the non-functioning car inside the whole 1000 Bentley. She could be the one that set fire to it also. You can look at it that way. And that's all they needed. This whole thing is just adding fuel to it. However, they blast it away. Anyone that doesn't really want to follow it and look at it, right? It's like Raseeha Khan WP lied in Parliament. And then now she's saying that the WP leaders are also in on it. They told her to lie. So all of it is just a smear, big ass smear on the WP.
Yeah.
And PAP basically they have to sit back and only just fan the flame, which is one way where PME comes and say like your leadership is the one that lead it. He's not accusing you of. He's not even outwardly saying that you did it. He doesn't care actually. He just now pointedly is like you hired her, and it's your lack of
Foresight. Yeah.
your
Right.
force.
He also hired Vivian Balakrishnan into the cabinet, right?
I mean,
Yeah. And speaking of
Right.
Vivian, I mean, back when the
if
Youth
Freedom
Olympic
has
Games, like he fucked up the Youth Olympic Games, but nothing happened to him.
Nothing happened. He overspent, right? He went beyond the budget. What happened?
I don't know
It's our
because the
money,
thing is
right?
that
It's taxpayers' money,
he
right?
overspent,
Yeah.
but he didn't pocket any of those money. So
No,
there's no
but
criminal charges against him.
but you went beyond the budget, right? So where did you go for the money? Right? So you see, this guy has got a history of not doing things right.
To put it mildly, lah. To put it
To
mildly.
put it mildly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And because they are in the ruling party, everything gets swept under the rug.
Yeah.
What kind of what investigative journalism went on to
you
find
mean
out what was
in
actually
our
happening?
opinion it gets swept lah, but I mean for them they wouldn't.
No, I'm following up with that. I'm saying that who is actually finding out what actually happened? No one. Who is investigating it? It's like the very prominent saying in Singapore: "Own self, check on self."
Yeah.
But then when another entity does it, right, then you come down
Because you use whatever is available to you, and then this was available. Because honestly, apart from this year, that was my first time hearing of anything called the Committee of Privileges lah.
They
Never
have
heard.
multiple committees lah.
I mean,
They
but I
have
never heard of it
select
being used.
committees,
I never heard of it being used before. Like you said, if it had been used during Vivian Balakrishnan's questioning, we would have known it since then. It's like, oh, then you see like fact finding. They'll be asking the question you will ask, right? How did you manage to overspend? What was the oversight caused by? Is there any way to prevent it? But the people were saying like, oh, we did that internally. He admitted to the thing, and then now we're doing it internally, and that was it lah. That was it.
Yeah.
That was that lah. This one you can say is more damning because she was caught lying in Parliament. But like
No, you use the other one as the example. You use him coming out and saying that Trace Together will only be used for
okay.
contact tracing.
So that one also,
That is a
once again,
lie.
that happened. No, none of this, no committee was called out. I never heard of anything like that. So this time round, Raseeha got caught lying in Parliament. Caught that she lied already, but she lied to the people there. Not just us. She lied to people there as well. The Trace Together, he might not have been lying to the people there. They might have already been privy to the thing. He lied to us.
Yeah. You're lying to people there doesn't matter. You lie.
No, things that
when you lie in Parliament.
there's two things. The two key difference. One is Raseeha lied to the people there. This one is he may have lied to them, or they might have already known about the lie. That's that slight difference. It means one case they didn't know, the other case they did know. They did know about the lie.
Right.
So he was not
Yeah.
lying to the people in the parliament. He was lying to the people outside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
which you
but
can
it's a
also
small little
see.
thing. But I don't know. No, I don't know if he didn't lie to them.
No, but you
One,
can also make it to be a way bigger thing, right?
I
That
don't know.
that if
I don't want
people
that.
knew it, no, if like the people knew that he was lying in parliament and they did not say anything about it. So what were they trying to do? Then
Yeah.
it becomes a bigger issue, right?
A bigger
Yeah.
issue. Yeah. And probably
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why they cannot hold any investigation into the
Yeah.
whole Trace Together app. lah.
So
If not, all
that's
these things will start coming up already.
And not,
so
you consider another thing. When all this shit was picking up, right, and when they lied about it, they were trying to use it to fight the pandemic.
Yep.
So it'll look unethical on WP or PSP's part to actually call into question all these things when they were
would they
supposed
even
to.
call a COP?
No, the thing is that it doesn't make sense for them to gather bad publicity from the public because you are trying to combat a pandemic.
No.
Yeah.
In
Right?
that
So
in
if
that
you are not
in that
cooperating
case
to
also,
combat a pandemic, then you are trying to nitpick at these things.
yes,
So in my opinion, they were not doing their jobs,
yes,
right?
that's
They were
correct.
just trying to be very cooperative and like, oh, we need to like
Yeah.
keep quiet, like put our heads down and work
That
towards
that might. But the thing is that
getting rid of
could
this.
they have called the COP?
Could have.
They could have.
Could
Oh,
have. No, but then
yeah,
if it goes down to a vote in parliament,
they won't get it lah.
they will be the minority, right?
Yeah.
No,
That's
but
the
at
thing.
least they would have done something, and at
At
least.
least they
But
would have gathered
but
public
you're right.
attention.
But you're right. The moment they did that, I think I would like to give them more credit in the sense that they probably saw it as an uphill battle. They could have called for it, but they would have been shut down so quickly, and then the narrative would be turned on them that they are being, how they're not being
Disruptive,
helpful, disruptive and all that.
Yeah.
And it'll be turned back on them because they know it would, first of all, it wouldn't happen. Even if they called for it, it wouldn't happen. Just the words, like, just them saying it out might have been helpful for the supporters that they have. But on the other end, right, they also know that it probably would not have been pushed through.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But
Maybe
even
they
if they
didn't want to
call,
fight.
yeah, but even if they call the COP, let's say Workers' Party calls COP and Vivian Balakrishnan, who's going to be the investigative party?
Supposed to be someone neutral, right? Or is it
No.
someone they can ask someone like probably
So
Mr.
no, it'll still be
Victor.
based on who are the MPs and ministers are. So in this one, right? What's his name? Shanmugam, Minister Shanmugam recused himself because he's the Minister for Home Affairs
Ah,
and Minister for Law, right? So
Right.
he is part of the party that has been accused, which is the police force.
Right. Right.
So he cannot be on the committee.
so the people on the committee have to be detached lah.
Detached from the accusation or the case.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the problem is that it's
So
still
from
going to
both
be the
sides
same party lah.
So
The
neutral
same
lah.
party is the
Correct.
one going to investigate Vivian Balakrishnan. If say this goes down to
most likely
Yes,
lah.
yes, it would have been the
So
same
I
thing
think
because
in
in this
lieu of that,
scenario,
that's
right,
why they saw.
there was only one WP MP on the committee.
right.
It's like even getting signals like you better not say anymore. That's
Yeah.
why the call and stop saying
Yeah,
anymore. I think we're getting in trouble.
your walls have ears, Stephen. You got to be careful.
No, it's not that. It's like older people still use home landlines.
Yeah, whenever the landline, our house phone rings, I don't pick up because I know it's never for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My number is still there, but there's no
there's no phone.
So there could be people calling that number, but it's like why is it ring? No, I'm not even sure if there's a ringing. I think there's ringing. It's just that there's nothing.
No, oh yeah, there might be.
There might be. I'm not sure. Hey, what's going on?
Hmm.
Suddenly, Deepan's face just took control of my entire screen.
We are being remotely controlled.
Yeah, man. I'm not sure what's happening. Okay. No, but I don't know lah. The parliament has done all this, but I just don't understand why. No, wait. What was the fine? Risha's
Raseeha
facing $35,000.
35,000.
35,000. Wow, that seems like quite a big fine, isn't it?
It's quite a big fine.
Significant
It's
sum.
quite a
lah.
big fine,
And she can no longer be
run for political office.
She cannot run for political office. I'm not even sure if she can find work here. What's her job?
can.
Psychologist, right?
No lah.
Sociologist.
So she could probably find work there lah. That's all.
Yeah.
But I don't think she can be anywhere near
Or she can go to Kuwait lah.
she could. The thing is that maybe people want to watch her a little bit watch her a little bit closely also. See if she
Hey,
got
so wait,
as a benefit.
before we jump to the Kuwaiti story, so then
Uh.
she's not going to face any jail term besides the crime, besides the
No.
fine.
No.
Okay.
It was lying in parliament, but
Right.
the lie only led to the lie never led to anything significant. It was like
Right.
a personal lie. It's just basically the lying is the one that got her in trouble. What she
No,
lied
no,
about.
no.
No.
The
Also,
fine
like
is for her trying to damage an
SDF
institution.
institution.
Right.
Because
right.
she was damaging SPF, saying
SPF.
that they did not take a rape case, a sexual assault case seriously,
Yeah.
which was
But
not true.
But it didn't lead to anything. It didn't lead to it all the way. I mean, it didn't lead to anything horrendous. So
Yeah,
that's why I think she
because
only got
like what
35.
you said earlier on, the intention was not her. The target was not her. The target was WP.
So
Then
the
what's going to
leadership.
happen to Pritam? Is it going to be under?
So
it depends on
if-
whether they want to take legal
Yeah.
action.
So
Oh,
if they
shit.
are going to bring it to court, he has to fight it in court, him and Faisal Manaf.
Wow.
And if they are the receiving end of any fines above 2K,
Yeah.
they will also lose their right to stand for public office. So they
Oh,
cannot
shit.
be MPs anymore. Yeah.
Oh wow. Holy shit.
Yes.
That's up, man. That's up.
Damn.
Unless
So it's a very sly way of like getting rid
getting
of
rid
the
of
fella lah.
Pritam.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Wow.
JBJ
Actually, when
was
you
a
say
different case. JBJ had the Privy Council to reinstate him, like to overturn the decision, but we don't have the Privy Council anymore. So
it's the perfect time to act, like for
yeah,
PAP.
yeah lah. What is going? And
perfect time
they can
to.
they can
It's the
just
perfect
fine
time
him
to
like they fine him like 2K, 2.5 or 3K or whatever. Then cannot
That's
really.
it. Wow. But
Yeah.
he can repeal it, right? He can appeal.
He can appeal lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
But then
almost
that's
looks
just
like a
going to, like,
it almost looks like a master stroke, right?
it actually,
Like you play
yeah.
chess, right? And don't you see it like it's like them maneuvering pieces into play, and now
Yeah.
all of it is leading to just one conclusion, a checkmate,
Yeah.
which is him losing his position there, and them and then just getting rid of one of your top, like in recent times, the most successful opposition
Mm.
but
Mm.
opposition push ever, and now you take away its head.
From what we said like way earlier on, right? This was a lose-lose for Pritam Singh and WP from
Yes,
the beginning.
the moment she said that, what she said.
Yes,
It
even
was,
though Pritam Singh, Sylvia Lim, James Lim, all of them, right, handled themselves pretty well during the hearing.
it still
And
got
Pritam
turned.
Singh actually shined. Like people were like some people were really impressed by Pritam Singh, right? And like he made Edwin Tong like fucking scroll,
Oh.
like all those shit, right? So people were like, wow, this guy is good.
Mm.
Right? That was the only like positive I can take out from this. Because after that, right, they just the report was nonsense. Like
They
in
turned
the
it on.
report, right? In the report, they actually had a someone to analyze her psychiatry, like her whatever condition, right? Disassociation, right?
Say it didn't exist.
And they said that she was fine.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that actually says that she lied to Pritam Singh and WP.
Yeah.
That she had some shit.
I mean, she didn't know what substantiate means.
Yeah, but
She didn't know
knew.
what it meant in that context. She didn't know
Yeah.
what do you mean by substantiate. He meant, have some things. I didn't know what it
Yeah.
meant.
I mean,
So-
that itself is a lie, lah.
Yeah.
To not know
Correct.
what it means.
The other thing is that I think they even turned what you said was positive about that, the way he handled Edwin Tong.
Mm.
They turned it on him. They said that his behavior in the COP was not very good. I think it's because of that part. It's because of the way
He made Edwin Tong look
yeah,
like a
and he's
like a
saying
fucking
that,
amateur.
I think I read it somewhere that he said that behavior was unsuitable or something like that. I'm not sure. I didn't see anything wrong with it.
I felt that Edwin Tong's behavior was unsuitable.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
felt like it was very it seemed very like there's the thing. You said that the one questioning is supposed to be removed from the case. It shouldn't be
Yes.
for or against it.
Mm.
But
But
It seems like
they
Edwin Tong was
were
standing on the side of the PAP lah. It seems
Of
Edwin
course,
Tong
right,
is
he's-
very, very biased.
yeah.
Extremely
So
biased.
that
He is
act
PAP,
itself
right?
also wasn't brought up into question, and then they questioned
Yeah.
everything else. How?
Yeah.
Why?
And the fact that he keeps saying, I'm not here to fault find, I'm not here to, I just want to get to the bottom of this. And he keeps
Kinda
repeating
seems like
again
you
and
are.
again. It's like, bro, I mean,
Kind of seems
why-
like you are.
it's like someone say, hey, I'm not racist, but
Yeah.
But you're
yeah,
But-
bringing up I'm not racist every 5 minutes into a conversation, you're like,
I'm not
what's
racist.
going on here?
Just when you're about to say something racist.
yeah,
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
say
Yeah.
something. I'm
Exactly.
not racist, but does it not seem like your colored skin tends to
Yeah.
be in trouble a lot more than the rest? So whoa, what you say?
Yeah.
What do you
I'm
bring
not sexist, but I think when women join the Kuwaiti army, they should not hold weapons because they can't handle them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should give them chopping boards instead.
Yeah.
Frying pans.
And we
Frying
wish
pans.
we were wishing that was some kind of like made
Joke.
up thing, but no.
Yeah.
No, that's actually true. Yeah.
They are recruiting females to be mid shields in the military.
Yeah.
In Kuwait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, they don't even give them shields. They're just supposed to
Yeah,
use their
I
bodies
don't
as
think they
shields.
give them chopping boards or frying pans.
Yeah. All they're worried about is that they have to be fully covered in camo, which is already ideal to their situation. The camo, everything on, and they're just fully camouflage and then just walk towards the enemy. The enemy will fire upon them, wondering why they're hitting air, but it's actually the camouflage that works really well.
Yeah.
And then they start bleeding and dropping. It's like, what the hell is going on?
Hey,
As in, it's
shouldn't they be naked instead and then act as a distraction to the enemy forces?
Cannot,
They should
because
just
then they
run
will,
naked
no,
onto the
the thing is that
battlefield.
they will be distracting their own forces as well.
And they'll be
too much
going
of a double
against
edge.
God's will.
Right.
Oh,
And you'll be
yeah.
bringing on the wrath
That's
of
true.
God onto your
Yeah.
own side as well, because you're
But
forcing them.
but then again, if most of the enemies are the Arab forces around them, right, then they shouldn't use women. They should use young boys instead. Send naked young boys into the battlefield. That would distract the enemy forces.
No, you said Arabs. The one only works against like the Catholics.
What? Catholics, so Arabs as well, lah.
Really?
There are cases. Yeah. There are
Yeah.
cases of rape in the Afghanistan and
Then
Iran.
it wouldn't work.
and-
What? They'll
and
be
Iraqi
more.
army.
They'll be more enticed to attack.
Yeah, to capture the boys, lah. Then while
Yeah,
you're busy
exactly.
capturing the boys, we invade them.
So
Yeah.
that one, but cannot
You flank
unethical.
them. You flank them.
Unethical. This one is you can make it seem like the females have volunteered to join the military force.
Actually, the females in the army force might be the safest ones, no, compared to young men.
Why? Please explain
But-
yourself.
Because most likely the female women who go for training, most likely they be living in the different barracks, right? But the young men, if you're good looking, if you're well shaved, well groomed, you'll be sleeping with 20 other men in the barracks, and then some of them might be a little horny, some of them might be a little,
Could no,
yeah,
maybe
a little curved.
maybe you're hitting on something else. Maybe that's the reason why they want to bring women in and not give them any weapons, because they've had too many cases of what you just said happening,
Right,
and now they want to turn them back.
right. Turn them back to the godly ways, lah.
Yes. So they not only act as meat shield, but also as
Deterrence from
as,
gay sex.
yes. As in, there is too much butt fucking happening in the Kuwaiti army. We need to
Yeah.
stop this now. We need females.
Lim
need
Wei Ming,
females
Lim
to
Wei
come
Ming.
The Lim Wei Ming should have been given for the first one, where boys were involved.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if the archdiocese of Singapore heard any of our podcasts, I'll be removed.
The arch dialysis.
Dialysis, yeah. I'll be removed because I'm not defending the faith, I'm not defending the people. But you see, this is where I need to defend myself.
Yes.
I'm not shitting on the faith. I'm shitting on the people of the faith. There's a
Correct.
difference.
Correct.
There's a difference. I don't attack the faith. I'm not saying that in Catholic religion we teach you to butt fuck boys. Okay, that's not what the religion is all about. Okay, the religion is pure by itself. The people
Yeah.
That some people, not all the people, some people running the faith is
Yeah.
guilty of it, and those are the ones we need to punish. We don't need to protect them. They don't deserve the protection.
Yeah.
And if you're saying that God punishes them in the end, fine, let God punish them as well. We punish them first, then let God punish them. Double punishment.
But what if our punishment is to butt fuck the butt fuckers who fuck kids?
Then we have to face punishment from God after we do that. That thing it's an ongoing. So I know you want to prevent sin by committing more sin, but you said
Yeah.
you have to reserve judgment for God. Fine, like I'm not saying God can't judge them. I'm just saying that we don't have to defend them now. It's a
Right.
different. I'm saying we don't have to protect them. It's like yes, God gets to judge them, but we don't have to protect them. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's why we can make fun. You can make fun. You can point it out because I just want to say I'm not against the Catholic faith, just against abuse, sexual abuse of minors. That's
Amen.
it.
Amen to that. Amen
That's
to that.
it.
Yeah. We're all
That's it.
against any forms of abuse.
Any form.
Yeah.
Any form.
Except if like when we said we want to send Raseeha Khan to the Kuwaiti army, that one like
that one
50-50. That
can-
one 50-50 because that one I'm kind of for it because she could actually do good over there, I guess.
Yeah. Does she know how to handle a frying pan though? Does she know what's the use of
Oh,
a frying pan?
they don't get any weapons.
Right, but if she works in the kitchen, does she know what to do? Or is she going to be a liability?
Yeah,
Don't
no,
worry, I think they'll do
she'll
a
just
good
lie
job
about
in
it.
She'll just lie about it.
She'll just lie.
She'll just lie. She'll lie in her credentials.
Yeah, she'll lie about it. Doesn't know how to
Yeah.
cook, she'll lie that she knows how to cook.
She'll lie to say that she can cook chicken curry, and then when
Yeah.
it comes out, it's going to look like the dish that the Taiwanese
And then
woman
she's
did.
gonna blame the chef.
Yeah. See,
I
I
know-
learned this on Instagram from this Taiwanese woman. Teaching me how to
she's
make
gonna
chicken
blame-
curry.
While
I
she
know
was
it's
being sexually assaulted.
it's pretty bad.
Live with me.
It's pretty bad for us to
No,
be
it's all
like
a
that.
lie, but it's all a lie.
Yeah, no, the thing is that we don't know for sure. And I understand how it could turn back on us if you find out down the line that Pritam Singh actually did ask her to take it to the grave. And it was like such a brilliant scheme. Till that day, right, we'll hold true to this. And when that day comes, we'll apologize for it.
Yeah.
I
Sincerely.
don't think we need to lah.
Yeah.
Hope-
But the thing
hopefully
with Kuwait, right, is that it's one of the most liberal countries in the Middle East. And
Where did you get that?
from the article.
Well,
No, but actually Kuwait
no,
is
you have
like women women are serving in there are women in the government as well. There are women in the police force.
There are
when they
women in
came
the
out with this-
government and the police force and the army in Iran as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
but at least they're not they don't behead you lah in a stadium.
No, I think it
At least-
scales. It scales. It's like they did say most liberal country
As compared
in
to like Saudi Arabia.
in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Not
As
the
compared to like
rest of the
Saudi
world.
Arabia.
Yeah, within the area, the scales that they're a bit higher.
Yeah. I think Kuwait is almost the same as like Lebanon, I would assume.
Yeah, but
Like,
look at
like
UAE
it's
lah.
still-
Just look
yeah.
at UAE lah.
UAE is at the top lah, the top number one. And then maybe Lebanon and Kuwait would be a close
Close,
second.
Now Kuwait is
Yeah.
trying to jump over them with the
No,
allowing
just by
women to-
allowing women to serve in the military, right? They are now suddenly very liberal, right?
very
So you can look, you can tell that the barometer that they're using is not very.
it jumped
Yeah.
over. It's like now
No, it's
look,
like
look, we've got women in our army.
yeah.
We let them serve, but they don't get to carry guns lah. It's okay, we let them
And
serve.
they can't drive.
And they can't
Wait,
drive.
Kuwait they can drive, no?
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Yeah.
But
I think Saudi Arabia was the country that allowed women to drive, something like that.
yeah,
But maybe they can't own the car.
so many little conditions. You can drive, but you
You
can't
can,
own the car that
you
you drive.
you can Kuwaiti women can drive in the country.
And maybe that will be their vocation lah. They'll be like the drivers and the what lah?
Gaddafi was, I think, one of the more liberal fellas. But he had his own like secret
Female
forces,
police.
which were all female.
But
Yeah.
that was his harem, right?
Allegedly lah.
But they're there to
Apparent-
they were not there to bodyguard. They were
apparently they were quite apparently they're quite ruthless now in like hunting down like
Is it?
insurgents or like people who speak ill of Gaddafi's reign. Yeah, those
Really?
female forces. From what I don't know how true that is lah. Maybe he was fucking all of them. I don't know.
That was what I was
Yeah.
going to say lah. That was like the only body part they were guarding is his penis. But I don't know. I was never there. I
Yeah.
could be wrong. Maybe they are the freaking ruthless, worst ever assassins you've ever met in your life.
It was actually quite a smart thing,
Why?
to take women who were still at that time like oppressed in Muslim society or Arab society,
And give them
and
this
then
out lah.
you give them this shit, right? So you also keep away other men who are trying to get to your position.
Mm,
True.
Yeah.
True.
Then you give these people like the women importance, so that they were like, fuck, someone has actually given me the position. I'm going to like really do a good job.
yeah, yeah. Wasn't Gaddafi very tight with the CIA at some point in the 80s, 90s?
Yeah, but then he really like fell onto their bad side
yeah.
when he realized that they were like all they wanted was oil
Mm,
because of the petrol dollar.
right, right.
So without oil, you can't prop up the US dollar. So they needed oil perpetually to be flowing and be sold for in exchange of USD. Yeah. So the CIA and MI6 were actually plotting to kill him from as early as like 94,
Right.
and they had a failed attempt in 96.
Mm.
Can't kill him using all those terms.
Yeah. So
Smart
he
bomb.
eventually died like more than 10 years, 13 years later.
Taking 13 years to kill somebody.
Yeah, I think that's when he got the female security force and all this kind of shit established.
Right, right. Yeah,
And
that's pretty liberal. That's pretty.
yeah, he was planning to actually like move away from USD and sell oil for gold.
That's probably one of the reasons why they decided to kill him.
There's always a
They can't allow
background.
that.
Like
Yeah.
there's always a reason you uncover later.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Kuwaiti army.
Women can vote in Kuwait in 2005. So so I guess okay lah, baby steps.
Baby
And
steps
then
up, yeah.
women in the US and first world countries and Western first world countries are like, we don't have rights, man. We need more rights. And then,
Well, all that rights
Yeah.
just led us to whining when the rights are taken away.
yeah, and then you have Kuwaiti grandmothers who actually fought against the Iraqi army when they invaded their homeland.
No, but you see can you say what they've done is like even not say better lah, but you look, they got so little rights. Like when you give them even the smallest thing, like give them the right to drive, it's so huge.
Yeah,
Do you
but it's
think
all
that
for show, isn't it?
do you
To a
think that
certain
was
extent.
their plan all along?
It's all for show lah. Because that's when MBS Mohammed bin Salman came into power, right? He wanted to show the world that I'm bringing Saudi Arabia to the new frontier. We're going to open up our country, and shit like that. Yeah, it's all for show lah. At the end of the day, he's the same, and the thing about the royal family is that they also have to answer to the military, to the secret police, and all the other powerful people in the country.
Yeah.
So
Or
he
royal
can't
family.
diverge too far away from how the country is being run. If not, it's going to be.
Speaking of them, I think even Prince William got into some hot water right recently.
For?
They found out he may have had an affair with his wife's best friend.
Prince William is the older one, right? Oh yeah, the older
Yeah.
one. Oh really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because there was a video that came out after that, and then showed there's this one video. I thought they were just exaggerating it, but there was one where he went on to just to put his hand on Kate Middleton, and she
Shrugged it off.
shrugged it off.
Wow. Is it recent? Is that video recent?
Quite recent. Quite
Okay.
recent. But it's been something that the English reporters have reported on already. One person actually came out and said that this happened and it was all shut down because of lawsuits and all that.
Right.
But that person's adamant said like, yeah, he messed around. Like, wow, Prince William's taking after his father.
At least he.
Or his mother.
Yeah.
You can pick any.
Or maybe that it's so strong, it's in their genes. So he's just thinking, but I think he has his father's taste because I saw the pictures of both.
She looked like a horse.
Kate Middleton.
Yeah.
And the person he allegedly had an affair with, Holy crap! It was almost like identical with who, like Princess Diana and who's the one?
Camilla.
Camilla.
Right.
Kate Middleton is so hot, and
Yeah.
the other one's like, the fuck. So it's purely not looks. It's something else. It's something else that turns them on. Camilla
Right,
and probably freaks in bed or something.
Could be. Or maybe he's like, I'm already a prince. I'm first. He's heir to the throne, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The older son heir to the throne. I already have a very hot wife. Maybe let's fuck an ugly friend lah to
So
show
he's
that
suffering
I'm
from
really powerful.
Schwarzenegger syndrome.
Yeah.
I was
Could be.
like, Maria, I want to do the nanny. I want to do the nanny now.
When you're at when you're at the top of the world, sometimes you have to,
yeah.
yeah,
Sometimes
you
give
get
something
you get sick of riches and wealth and living in luxury. You just want something bad.
Yeah,
He just wanted to wield his
you want to
power.
break out. I think he wanted to break out of that perfect circle. Everybody expects me to be all prim and proper.
Yeah.
Let's show them what's prim and proper.
Or maybe he wants to show Andrew. Say, hey Andrew, you think you big fucker, huh? Fuck all these hot young women. Look at me.
Can outdo
I'm
it.
the one getting hard with this ugly bitch. Could be.
Hey, but Andrew wasn't fucking hot young woman. He was fucking illegal.
I mean semantics lah.
Some of them are not even women. They are girls.
I mean semantics lah. If you're 17, when you're one day to your 18th birthday, I mean, yeah, it's
But
fine.
you still can't pay for that.
We have to correct it that the ones they revealed were 17. We don't know if that's the youngest he's gone.
Right. The oldest is gone, you mean? The oldest.
That's the oldest he's gone for. Yeah. We don't know if that could have been the oldest he's gone for. That's the worst part we said. That could be the oldest he goes for, which means he can only get younger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's I mean, I don't know. That's for a different case study altogether. We have to wait for more information that comes out on that one. Because it's still being investigated, right?
I think he's refusing to cooperate or some shit like that.
They strip him of his royal duties,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Was it Queen Elizabeth? No, it was just the royal family. They stripped him of his
Elizabeth lah.
Elizabeth. And then she
Yeah.
got sick. Now she still might be sick. I'm not sure. She's what? How many more years before she's 100? 2 more, I think.
Is it?
98?
Wow. Really?
I think she's quite old. No.
I thought she's like 80 something.
Yeah.
I might have aged. She's 95, bro.
Oh, she's 95.
5 more years. It was Bette
was
Midler that was going to be 100 this year. Was it? Bette Midler only
No,
had
it was
one.
Betty White. Betty White.
Oh, sorry. Ooh, did I just kill Bette Midler for no reason?
Betty White was about to turn 100, right?
2 weeks
Bette
to
Midler
100th
is,
birthday, yeah.
let me just correct myself. Bette Midler is still alive.
Alive.
And it was Betty White who was going to be 100 this year. But she passed on, yes. Yeah, she was going to be
Couple of weeks shy.
Yep, that's quite sad. Do we have anything else to cover, boys?
Nah.
Boys, after Kuwait.
Yeah.
After Kuwait.
Oh, maybe we can give people like the light at the end of the tunnel lah. There have been quite a number of countries which have gotten rid of all COVID measures.
Yes.
UK, the Netherlands, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Spain, Switzerland, and
mostly European countries.
And Israel.
Oh, really? But Israel has
Yes.
like 4 jabs already, though, right?
Yeah, 4 jabs, but they have totally gotten rid of their trace together is called Green Pass. So now it's not needed.
Oh,
unless
interesting.
you're going into certain nightclubs or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So in Australia, Victoria is also getting rid of quite a number of it. Victoria and New South Wales.
How can you wait state by state?
Yeah, it's all
state
up to the state premiers, what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thailand,
the national
VTL only,
borders
right?
are different now. Thailand VTL, yeah.
I don't know about the PCR lah. If I find out that Thailand doesn't have a PCR test,
I think they're actually getting rid of quite a number of countries, right? Like you don't need a PCR, you can do an ART.
Okay.
Like the UK, you can do an ART test.
that is the light. That is a very good light at the end of the tunnel.
And no quarantine, even if you're unvaccinated.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Singapore's also lightening up on its controls, right? So now we
Yes,
can
but
sit
it's all
we can sit
VTL
nearby each other. So those acts
Yeah, they
on
are
the
getting rid of
seats.
that.
They're getting rid of it, but in order to sit there, you have to have
As
your
long as
mask
you wear
on.
mask. Yeah.
So if you're closer than 1 meter, you can wear your mask. Eh?
Yes.
Yeah, when you're closer to 1 meter, wear a mask. If you're further away than 1 meter, you don't have to. No, it's not. You don't have to, but I think now it's still required for you to wear a mask, lah. But I think
You
they
still
said
need
that
to
this
wear a mask in public.
still no, but
Yeah.
if you're sitting indoors, I think if you're 1 meter apart, you don't have to wear a mask. But if you're at the X, right, you need to wear.
Right.
So basically, now you only have to wear a mask when you are beside each other. But if you're still socially distanced on your seat, you don't have
Yeah.
to.
But actually, to be honest, when you're eating in restaurants, I kind of like the spaced out idea though. It's easier to have a conversation lah. Fucking like remember last time when we were at bars and stuff, like everyone's seated so close together you can hardly have a conversation and music's playing so loud.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
can get more people in.
Yeah, so they start packing the,
So
the
no, the more people inside, right, it's not for our benefit. It's for the establishment's benefit. This more
Yeah, for the
people sitting
establishment,
in, right,
correct,
it's
correct.
definitely for the establishment, not for us. Like
I-
like you said, this thing, right, where we cannot go inside, it was so
Yeah.
inconvenient because you can't go with your friends.
Yeah.
But like you said, like, in a small group settings, it was perfect.
I remember going for dinner at this, I think Meat House or Meat Smith or something at
Meat Smith.
yeah, at Keong-Side, right? Was it at
Yes.
Keong-Side?
Telok Ayer.
Telok Ayer, yeah. And literally like it was just rows of tables and each
Yeah.
table was like elbow to elbow of the next person. And I
Yes.
couldn't have a conversation with my girlfriend because everyone was talking at the same at like the volume. I was like, what the fuck?
Because
Is
you
this?
have to get one off the other thing.
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy.
just
man.
one way to
I was like,
tell
wow,
us that,
I feel so claustrophobic.
yeah. Because now we get to experience what rich people experience, which is peace and quiet. When it's spaced out. Because at those high-end restaurants, your table's by itself over at the corner.
Yeah.
It's like you can hear the ding of the glass, ding when
Yeah.
champagne, you know. You
Yeah,
can
and
speak in
then
whisper.
they also got rid of music. You couldn't play music.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
But now I think slowly, no, they haven't reinstated. No, they let you play music, but they haven't reinstated the entertainment aspect.
Right,
Yes,
like
entertainment
clubs,
is
nightclubs,
still-
and all
yeah.
these are still closed
And
lah.
they have not. I think I'm not sure if this is going to be permanent lah, but they have not extended the drinking hours.
I heard from this bartender friend of mine, well, friend my girlfriend knows him. He said that they are in talks with the government to try to push the 10:30 to 12 midnight,
True.
12 midnight or 12:30 or something.
Which is
push it
which is
later.
back to old school timing lah.
No,
Yeah,
old
which
school
is-
timing is way later. What?
Yeah,
No,
no,
I think-
but
yeah.
closer to old school timing lah.
Yeah.
Closer. At
Either
least
that
closer.
or they want to 8 packs, increase up to 8 packs, from 5 packs to 8 packs.
Because I understand the concept of like I think it might make sense to think of it this way, where if you close earlier, less people will get drunk. But I think it's having the opposite effect on me. Because since they close so early, I have to get all more drinks inside of me for the closing hour.
Actually, they have reported more violent incidences after this 10:30
Because
shift.
I have a feeling those people still going to these places are more onto where I am at, where I want to
To make
get
up
more
for time
drinks
lah.
in.
Yeah.
So I don't space my drinks out now
Yeah.
because I have to get it all in at 10:30. I know that's my fault and that's my choice, but still, if you
Yeah.
extend it a bit more, now I can also
But more
understand.
people
like,
are following your choice lah. They agree with your choice.
yeah.
But
if you
also, yeah, but also the worst thing is that a lot of them are going to the illegal places, which open to like 6 a.m., 7 a.m.
Yeah.
yes,
And these are unregulated places,
and-
right?
and the
So
thing
you
is,
don't really know what goes on there.
it might lead to irresponsible behavior. Wielding a knife in a law enforcement area, which I cannot cover here because the only place you can hear of us covering crime is at Breaking Wind,
Breaking wind.
which you can catch if you like for a minimal fee, $2.
Yeah, $2. It's a
We'll help-
McChicken every
we'll
month.
help
Just
buy,
one
yes.
McChicken. Yeah.
But you have to and we need 3 of you, so each of us can get McChicken lah.
Exactly.
Because Deben is able to give McChicken out, but I'm like a McChicken lover, and Josiah doesn't mind it. So
Yeah, I don't mind it. McChicken with cheese lah. So
With cheese lah.
then if one of us performs better, we will combine the $2 together and buy one of us like a McSpicy lah. On a good day lah.
On a good day. All right, shall we call it?
Yes.
All right, thank you
You
so
were
much for
joining us on
listening to another episode. This
Social
is our
distance.
201st episode, social distance. Yeah.
Social
201.
distance.
So
201.
you
Agenda
can't-
201.
Yeah, so that I can't spread my disease to Deepan and Sean.
you you don't
Alright.
actually have the disease, lah. Let's not give them any.
So
My
name,
disease is
name
not
this,
COVID. My disease is something else.
yeah, name this episode Agenda 201.
Agenda 201. Oh, disease free. Disease free also again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.